Hi, everyone. Welcome in to the stream. Hi, Salty, and hi, Dark. Hi, Dan. Hi, Yvonne, and Frauder. Hello. How is everyone doing? I just finished Kanto 5. Just finished Kanto 5 of Limbus Company. So, oh my gosh, I'm like low key close to tears because that was so good. You're doing good. I'm so glad. And hello, how are you doing, Yvonne? I hope things have been well with you. You got pizza crust wait, what does that mean? Pizza crust injustice? Part way through doing my PNG tuber lore mini comic. Ooh. Ah, thank you, Dan. That's really nice of you to say. All right, let's play some Paranormasight. But before that, whoop, I hit my mic. But before that, give me a moment. You found a four cheeses pizza with cheese stuffed crust, but the pepperoni and cheese had no. What? What? Dark. Oh my god. Why are my alerts still not working? Oh wait, it is working. What the heck? Okay, seems they were just too quiet somehow. I can't believe you're up to me. Thank you so much. Enjoy the streams. Thank you. Why does the pizza I like only the only one that doesn't have the cheese stuffed crust? No, yeah, like what the heck? They have to explain that. Friday the 13th is tomorrow. That's fine. Honestly, my life couldn't get any worse. Genuinely. However, I am getting a haircut tomorrow. Oof. Oof. I am getting a haircut tomorrow, so they might fuck up my hair. What about Project Rewritten? Wait, what is with Project Rewritten? Yeah, haircut. I wanted to do it before the weekend because I'm meeting a friend for the first time. What the heck? Why was that pitched up? Anyway, thank you for the follow. But what the heck? Why was that like I'm Diana Venecia? Like why was that pitched up? I sounded like a baby. Did you not hear it like that? I heard it like I'm Diana Venecia. Instead of just a regular I'm Diana Venecia. No, yeah. I turned baby. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it here. Wanted to do Project Written on Friday the 13th. Um, I might have meant last month's Friday the 13th. Because I'm probably not doing any fangins for a while. I don't have the mental capacity for a fangin in a while, unfortunately. But I do have the mental capacity for good old Paranormasight, which is currently loading. There it is. Yeah, no, exactly. I remember that. I was like, what? There's two? Anyways, yeah, unfortunately, I definitely don't have the mental capacity for fangins for a while. Anyways, we're gonna talk to this bitch who fucking killed everyone. Gonna let the stream play in the background. Mwah! Alright, Dark. Love you. Yeah, this bitch. she is gorgeous though. How am I supposed to get the game to work? Wait, what do you mean? Is it not working for you? Frankly, I had no idea you were so interested in diving, Yuza. It still doesn't work. Huh, that's odd. So, Kikuko, when you left the island, you did some kind of office work, right? Huh? That's true and all, but why are you asking? I was, just wondering if you might have preferred your life back then. I mean, you must have had more opportunities to meet people and go out on dates and all that. Stop right there! As if I don't hear enough of that as it is. What's it got to do with you anyway? Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. I was just wondering if you still kept in contact with anyone. Sure, a few people. Just a few. Would you say any of them had a big influence on you? Oh, wait, I read that wrong. Would you say any of them had a big influence on you? That's better. Huh? Seriously, what is all this about? Oh, nothing really. I was just curious. Listen, working for that company wasn't exactly a huge break in my career. All I did was pour tea and answer the phone. Huh. Anyway, Yuza. Did you really come all the way here to, did you really come all the way out here just to chat? Something like that, but I've wasted enough of your time. Thanks for hearing me out. Come on, Azumi, let's go. If you're sure. See you later, Kikuko. We were not supposed to make her suspicious of us. Right, I know we just got back. But there's no time to waste. We've got to track down and collect all the Kameshimaru mirrors Kikuko handed out as soon as possible. Huh? Why? If I'm right, those mirrors are actually the targets of the curse. No way! Seriously? Still, man, all this curse business is a bit much. Look, given what people think of me, I'd have a hard time handling this on my own. I'm going to need your help, Azami. I guess we'll have to try and convince everyone the mirrors are defective or something, but we'd better not let Kikuko find out what we're up to. Yuza, I want to believe you, and I'd like nothing more than to help you out. But before I lift a finger, there's something I gotta know. All right. See, I've got a pretty good idea what made you change out of the blue like this. You do? When you were diving before, and you came face to face with Tomokazuki, something happened, didn't it? You haven't been the same since then. And come to think of it, does this have anything to do with your search for a mermaid? You're right. I should have told you the full story to begin with. I've been in such a rush, I got ahead of myself. You're right. Something did happen to me, and I'll tell you all about it now if you want to hear. I'm all ears. First of all, tracking down a mermaid is still my end goal. That hasn't changed. At least something's still the same. But what I'm trying to do right now started when I found out about the danger Kamishima is in, and realized I had to do something to prevent it. Are you with me so far? Sure, if I knew the island was in danger, I'd want to protect it too. But how did you find out about that anyway? Earlier, you said you saw the future. When did that happen? It was when I encountered the Tomokazuki. The moment our hands touched, everything went dark, and then the future unfolded before me. Huh. So it was kinda like a vision from the Tomokazuki? A warning? That's exactly what it felt like. A stream of images filled my mind all at once, together with a rush of understanding. It's like they were imprinted onto my memory. I don't know how it works. But I believe what I saw. I know what's going to happen here on Kamishima if I don't do something to change it. So that's what started all this, huh? Yuza, did you know there was a Tomokazuki there? Is that why you picked that spot to dive? No. I'm doing dishes and watching the stream. Oh my god, so real. It's like I told you. I was hoping to find a clue there, since that's the spot where I encountered a mermaid once before. I never would have dreamed I'd end up seeing a vision of a tragedy like that. For all I know, this might have nothing to do with mermaids at all, but now that I know about it, I can't just forget it, can I? Course not. And now that I know the full story, you can count on my help too. So, seeing as Kikuko is the culprit, I'm guessing we need to collect those hand mirrors to save everyone. Yeah, but she's not the only threat. There's more to this. More? Ooh, hell yeah. Come on, music. There are actually 2 calamities on the horizon for Kamishima today. 2? You gotta be kidding me. The first is the massacre caused by Kikuko's curse. And the second is the curse of the raging waves, which has been brewing up a violent storm for the last 400 years. It's going to hit the island tonight. Huh? Now you've lost me again. I can't keep up. For starters, why is this all happening on the same day? I don't know. I get the feeling it's just an unfortunate coincidence. And there would have been nothing we could do about it either. But since I've been forewarned, I have a chance to prevent it. I'll explain the rest on the way. There's no time to lose. We have to track down every last one of those mirrors. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, Yumiko. Oh, and Arnav Barnum. All right. Let's do Yumiko first. We find the mermaid corpse. Yep, it was Azusa. What to do next? All right. Hello. Is there a birdie here? There is. Number 7. Hi, Sid. After discovering the mermaid found in Futamigaura this morning was in fact Somakawa's transfigured corpse, we headed to Ichika town for further. Oh, wait, it's the girl. We headed into Ichika town for further investigation. We are now on our way back. This feels like as good as an opportunity as any to take stock of our current position and talk about our next move. Soto gives off the impression of being all busyness, but he often goes along with any suggestions I make to stop and take in the scenery. Despite appearances, I think he quite enjoys quiet moments like this. Now then, as much as I'd like to relax and enjoy our surroundings, shall we take this chance to review the current situation and talk about our next move? A sound idea, yes? First, Detective Ide contacted us this morning, informing us that a mermaid corpse had washed up in Futamigaura. Futagamura. However, when we went to investigate, we discovered that the corpse was in fact that of Miss Somakawa, whose whereabouts we were looking into. She had been transformed into a fish by a curse. Quite the troublesome development. She was shaping up to be a key figure in a number of incidents. With that in mind, the most likely culprits are those 2 foreigners we ran into the day before yesterday in Ichika. Yes, one of them was seen taking Miss Somakawa out to sea by boat. I regret not doing more to pursue them at the time. It's possible we could have saved her if we had, but she didn't want to. I'm sorry. That was poor judgment on my part. Then the other half of the pair was a young exorcist with ties to paranormal affairs. I believe her name was Circe, yes? That's also quite worrying. I wonder what she could be up to. If it turns out she's been using curses on ordinary people, we at Paranormal Affairs will probably be held responsible. Though I doubt the Bureau would agree to act as custodian for someone who would behave so recklessly. I'd like to believe some manner of circumstances are at hand, yes. Well, I suppose if anything happens, I can just get the higher-ups to take responsibility. That's what higher-ups are for, aren't they? Being responsible for their subordinates. I think you'll find that's a saying used by superiors as a goal, not by subordinates to shirk responsibility. Despite her abilities, I doubt that girl would be able to use the curse of the Forsaken Fish. Regardless of who wielded it, I think it's safe to say that a curse stone was involved. Agreed. We have 2 people from the same town falling victim to the same curse after all. I think it's reasonable to assume this was due to overzealous use of a curse stone. Yes, the first victim was Tamiko Suma, who succumbed to the curse 2 days ago. The second was Miss Somakawa from yesterday. The state they were found in hasn't been publicly disclosed, so they're still being officially treated as missing. Still, a curse stone housing the curse of the Forsaken Fish, huh? Is something wrong? The curse of the Forsaken Fish is one of the curses mermaids can use, you see. For it to have become a curse stone, The mermaid in question must have experienced overwhelming resentment. An example might be if they were killed while bearing a powerful grudge against someone. That sounds like it would be a rare event indeed. Why do I get the feeling there was a mermaid who died like that, though? Who was it? It feels like the name's on the tip of my tongue. Could it be a memory from that time? Although I imagine many of your older memories have faded by now. I have to try and remember. What was the name of the mermaid who died while harboring strong feelings of resentment? Oh, fuck. Hayase? I think it's Hayase. Hayase? Yeah. That's right. Her name was Hayase. I can't believe it. I completely forgotten, but it just suddenly popped into my head. Oh, so there was a mermaid who died like that, was there? There was. I finally remember. One of the mermaids who lived near Taishima 400 years ago was called Hayase. She was captured during the invasion of Taishima and died after being brutally tortured. This is the first I've heard of mermaids living near Taishima. Oh, right. Your ancestor, Harukage Tsuchimikado, must have left them out of his records. The reason Taishima was invaded in the first place was to find those mermaids, you see. I see. I was unaware of the exact reason for the invasion. It's understandable. A deliberate effort was made not to mention mermaids in any of the records left after the fact. I suppose hiding the map inside a mermaid mummy was intended to be a metaphor of sorts. I can't believe I forgot something so important. But if that curse stone is related to what happened to Taishima 400 years ago, it likely has some link to the curse of the raging waves as well. If we can view the memories contained in it, we might be able to learn more about the curse of the raging waves. I wonder. Could the keepsake Harukage left behind using the map have been the curse stone housing the curse of the forsaken fish? It is. I see. That's certainly a possibility. In that case, it's not unthinkable someone might have gotten a hold of it recently, and there's a high chance it was those two foreigners. All right, we've narrowed down our focus. It seems a change in priorities is needed. Let's find the curse stone for the curse of the forsaken fish as soon as possible. That should be the most efficient course of action, I think. Agreed. Still, I can't help but wonder why I suddenly remembered the mermaid's name out of nowhere. No, perhaps I should be wondering how I could have forgotten something so important in the first place. It's looking increasingly likely that pair of foreigners has the cursed stone. Yes, we did just go to Ijiga to see if we could find any leads on where they could have headed. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find anything promising. I wonder where they could have gone. We also still don't know why they approached Miss Somakawa. Could they be after the mermaid's relic? If I'm not mistaken, that girl, Circe, did mention the relic. Were they looking to take it for themselves? But where would they have headed afterward? To Kamishima. Kamishima? That's where they are. What? Kamishima? I thought we decided we weren't going there today. We failed to find any promising leads yesterday, after all. No. Something's telling me they went to Kamishima, and I get the feeling this is a hunch I shouldn't ignore. All right, let's head to the port in Toba City. We'll catch a ferry to Kamishima from there. Curious. After arriving in Kamishima, Avi and Circe continue to ask around about mermaids, but this garners suspicion, and they find themselves unable to gain any information. Well, so much for that. Even after everything we went through, we got nothing to show for it. It's almost astounding how little we managed to learn, like some reverse miracle. Worse, I think rumors spread, and now everyone is avoiding us. This is a pickle. I can't even bring up mermaids without the islanders looking at me like some odd foreigner who lost his marbles. And for some reason, mentioning Maru Minakuchi makes things even worse. Did people hate her or something? Just hearing her name makes them recoil with undisguised disgust. Yes, I noticed that too. Though your way of asking probably doesn't help much. Well, how about we take a break from investigating and go for a little sightseeing instead? Seems like there's a shrine and a lighthouse around here, so we might as well drop by. Count me in. To be honest, the way people are treating us has started to bum me out. Maybe heading to the lighthouse to unwind a bit wouldn't be such a bad idea. Let's go to the jetty. No, we must go to the jetty, and that's that. What? Don't scare me like that. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? The waves of my yearning soul keep crashing against my chest, insisting I seek out the shore. Right, sure, the usual then. Well then, off we go. Alright, we're at the jetty. Oh, hey. Oh, looks like we've got ourselves a spunky young lady here. Maybe we should have a word with her. Well, she's gonna give you a Kameshimaru and... Alright, this could be our last chance. Let's give it our all. Excuse me. Could we speak with you for a moment? Circe, no. There's no way she'll want to talk to us if we're that forward. Foreign visitors? How unusual. And your names are Avi and Circe? Welcome to Kamishima. My name is Kikuko. I'm an Ama diver. Kikuko the Ama diver. Such a pleasure to meet a charming young lady in a place like this. Charming young lady, you say? Oh my. Well, now you're allowed to ask me anything you like. Why do you kill people? Items? Oh. The cursed stone bearing the curse of the forsaken fish. Should I be carrying this around? The Tama tobacco. Haven't had the courage to open it yet. Mr. Ikuma's business card. Okay. This jetty was built to break the waves, so fishing boats can come in and safely unload their catch. Then I suppose jet planes have nothing to do with it. No, not at all. The structure over in the distance is called a breakwater, built to keep the waves out. Seems like it's also a popular fishing spot. Looks like we've made a solid first impression. She seemed genuinely excited to talk to us. After all the lengths we went to, I refused to leave this place without at least a few answers. This may be a bit out of nowhere, but you don't happen to know anything about mermaids, do you? Huh? Mermaids? Oh, so you do know something. When you say mermaids, you mean mermaids, right? The mythical creatures? Precisely, the very same. Rumor has it that this island houses some kind of secret connection to mermaids, but I haven't been able to ascertain whether it's true or not. So tell me, any mermaid secrets about? Are you saying you really came all the way out here to look for mermaids? More or less. So any information you may have would be a huge help. Sorry, I don't really have anything for you, but I do happen to be a little interested in mermaids myself. Fantastic. Another fan entranced by the mysterious. They say that eating the flesh of a mermaid will grant you immortality, right? That's right. Could you perhaps be interested in immortality as well? I guess so. Not for myself, though. Oh? For whom? So, you mentioned that this island has some sort of connection to mermaids? More than just a little interested, are you? Heh. Well, in fact, right here in Issa Bay, there used to be. Wow. So mermaids used to live on this Taishima place? So you think there may still be some clues here in Kamishima that will lead you to the mermaids in Ryugu? Nail on the head and right on the button. Unfortunately, I can't say I've heard any mermaid stories on this island before. A pity. So you're an active Ama diver then. Are there many young divers these days? Not really. The younger generation doesn't really go for diving anymore. It just makes more sense to pursue higher education. I see. It's a real shame to see such a long-standing tradition slowly fade away. Well, it is quite dangerous after all. Can't really blame him for choosing safer options. Just the other day, I heard 2 Ama divers went missing around Toba. Oh. Speaking of Ama divers, I heard Ama divers that have a legend that if you go diving around here, there's a chance a Tomokazuki might emerge from the depths. Ah, Circe, enough with the ghost stories. You sure know a lot, do you? You're right, it's a well-known legend. Not that I've seen it with my own eyes or anything. I don't know anyone who has either. Huh. Maybe your Seimon and Domon symbols have kept you safe? Oh, those? I don't have any. I don't really go in for superstitions like that. Are you really okay without them? I think it's no more than an old tradition, meant to remind us not to forget our gratitude and respect towards the sea. All those old-fashioned rules and traditions. Don't you think it's about time for a reform? But isn't free diving close to a Shinto ritual and spirit? Isn't showing reverence and offerings to the sea god crucial? Oh, you're pretty devout for a foreigner. I'm impressed. But you know, I believe it's exactly because of tedious customs like that young people are losing interest in diving. We should keep it with the times. Otherwise, there's no way this tradition will survive. Well now, that's very level-headed thinking. Maybe it's because I'm part of the so-called new generation. Some people don't like my attitude, but I get the job done. Some of the young divers go to high school on the mainland and then work as Ama divers when they return home. Oh, I guess that's also the guy who started working as an Ama here. I saw him earlier. I didn't realize men could become Ama divers too. It's not like it's forbidden. It's pretty rare though. This is the first time I've ever seen it happen. Interesting. Alright, actually, there is something we're looking for on this island. Would you mind if we asked you about them? Sure, who is it? A woman named Mara Minakuchi. Ah. See? That's exactly how everyone else around here has been reacting when we ask about her. No, it's just. I'm sorry, but that woman died in an accident at sea 5 years ago. Oh, yeah. We are well aware that she has passed away. Huh? Then why do you ask? Did she leave anything behind? Or was there perhaps someone who was close to her? Anything like that? Sorry, I've got no idea. Nobody on the island really knew her. Although her son has just returned to the island. Actually, the guy I was talking about earlier, the new Amadiver, that's her son. Her son, you say? Now this is getting interesting. We would certainly like to meet him. Do you know where he is? Hi, kitty. Sorry, no idea. But he's gotta be somewhere around the island. His name is Yuza Minakuchi. I'll give you his home address. You might find him there. Wow, thank you. This is invaluable information. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know why everyone is frantically dodging our questions about Mara Minakuchi, would you? Was she such a terrible person? It's something people don't really like to talk about. She didn't fit in much with the other islanders. No one knew much about her either. Why are you so interested in her anyway? Well, this is kind of a secret, but it seems that Mare had some sort of connection to the mermaids. Huh? You don't say. I see, so that's why. Oh, did you remember something? Not really. It's just that I always thought she was a little off. Almost as though she wasn't actually human. Nah, Mare is not. She was just in contact with them. So you're saying Mare might not have been human after all? That she was actually a mermaid? Huh? No way, I was just joking. She was kind of weird, sure, but a mermaid? That's a bit far-fetched, don't you think? Right. Oh. Saoirse? Anything? Who would have thought? Seems like just bluntly calling out to her was the best approach, after all. The image of a police and reserved Japan. Oh, polite and just reserved Japan I've been holding on to for so long is starting to falter. She's the most approachable of all the people we've talked to by far. Maybe this time we'll actually learn something. It's a little sad to be this happy just 'cause someone finally agreed to talk to us. I wonder who's to blame for that. What, you're saying it's my fault? Why did I feel that sudden urge to go to the jetty earlier? Thanks to that, we ended up running into Kikako. Oh, okay. Come to think of it, I completely forgot about the still-type mirror that Ikema told us to look for. Guess I'll just try my luck and ask. Oh, right, I just remembered. There is a particular mirror on this island that we're looking for. Do you happen to know anything about that? A mirror, you say? Well, you've come to the right woman. Oh, you know it looks finally on her side. Could it be you're talking about this? Ta-da! Oh, goodness, that's the cutest mirror I've ever seen. This is the famous Kamishima souvenir. The Kameshi Maru hand mirror. I had no idea I'd become so famous. No way. Could this be the still type mirror? Definitely not. Right. Oh, this isn't the one you're after? Oh well. Since you seem to have taken a liking to it, I'd still love to let you have it. Consider it a memento of our meeting day. But really? Lucky me. No. Nope. Actually, I changed my mind. I don't need it after all. You sure? It's free, you know. Well, when you put it like that, nope. No, I'm sure. I absolutely decline. Okay, sure. If you feel that strongly about it, I won't press you. Anyway, what we're looking for is actually a bronze mirror. A bronze mirror? You mean the type you'd see in history books? Yeah, probably. Something like that. No, I can't say I know anything about that. Shame. I've never heard anything about a bronze mirror on this island. Oh, that reminds me. Huh? I caught a glimpse of something inside your bag earlier. Was that by chance the Tamate Bako? What? Sorry, I just happened to notice. And judging by your reaction, I'd say I'm right. Damn it, I didn't think it'd be that noticeable. A glimpse alone shouldn't have given it away that it was the Tamate Bako. My initial guess was just a bluff, but obvious reaction confirmed it. Sir, I'm sorry. Oh my god, you dumb fuck. Kikako, why the interest in the Tamate Bako? It's some kind of ancient mermaid treasure, right? Ma, you're well informed. Would you be willing to hand it over to me? I'll make sure it's worth your time. Huh? You see, I know someone who's ridiculously rich and in search of eternal life. They'd be willing to pay a small fortune for that thing. They would offer the kind of money you probably only get to see once in a lifetime. So what do you say? Whoa, slow down. Avi? Much more than some third-rate writer like yourself could earn in a lifetime. I don't know what you could possibly need the Tamate Bako for anyway, but wouldn't you like to move up in the world? I believe I understand your offer, Kiko. But my answer is no. Not a chance. No way, no how. It's never been about money. It's about the thrill, the adventure. Adventure? Exactly. Embarking on a journey to unravel the secret of the mermaid's immortality? What better adventure could a man ask for? You may call me a romantic, and that's what I am, an adventurer at heart. You've totally lost me. You're throwing this chance away for some childish adventure? You wouldn't understand. I put my life on the line to find a mermaid. I'm not handing that box over. I see. Seems like there's no reasoning with you. Ugh, it'd be so much easier if you had it. Huh? Why'd you have to refuse the mirror? This would have been so much easier. Yeah. Huh? Oh, the mirror. I don't know, it just felt like the right thing to do. Why do you ask? Are things not going as planned? Ugh. I'm not sure what's going on, but I feel like we might have just narrowly escaped danger. Sounds like if we had that mirror on us, she would have been able to steal the Tamate Bako. I'd like to get more information out of her, but it seems as though she's plotting something. Oh. Boop. Okay, fine. God damn it. So why don't you enlighten us? Who told you about the Tama tobacco? Who knows? Think you'll get it out of me with that attitude? She still hasn't given up the Tama tobacco. So why don't you enlighten us? Who told you about the Tama tobacco? What on earth? It feels like the air completely shifted. Even the waves look heavy with tension. No dot Avi. Oh my god. Circe is on high alert. The supernatural may be involved here. Avi, focus. I need you to listen to me, but without taking your eyes off of Kikiko. Huh? Oh, got it. I'm pretty sure she has a curse stone. What? What's all this about? I couldn't tell right away, because it was masked by the heavy veil of cursed energy that's all over the island, but on closer inspection, the cursed stone's aura is impossible to conceal. Huh? Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. What if the condition to activate her curse was holding on to one of those mirrors? Then we can relax, right? The condition isn't met. Well, only if the mirror was all there is to it. As long as we don't know for sure what the condition is, we need to stay on high alert. Hey, Kikiko, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Yeah? Ta-da! What are the odds? Turns out we both got curse stones. This one's called the Curse of the Forsaken Fish. When its conditions are met, it transforms you into a fish and kills you. Pretty messed up, right? What? Avi, are you sure? You were planning to use your curse stone on us to steal the Tama tobacco, right, weren't you? But your curse stone requires us to have one of those hand mirrors, am I right? On the other hand, I can use my curse stone on you whenever I so please. You're bluffing. Your curse stone must have a condition too. Yeah? Who's to say it hasn't already been met? Tuh. Now, cease your scheming and tell us what you know. Do you really have the resolve to kill someone with a curse? Well, I'm not exactly keen on it, but I am prepared to defend my life if necessary. Really? I wasn't expecting that from such a kind gentleman. You look like you wouldn't hurt a fly. Indeed, my heart is pure, but trust me, I'm quite capable. Experience has hardened my resolve. Huh? You're saying you've actually used it before? At this point, what difference does one more debt to the tally make? My hands are already stained. Damn, so you're a proper criminal. Maybe I should report you to the cops. Be my guest. I wonder which is faster, my curse or your phone call. Ugh. What about your lady friend? Well, are you okay with this? I'm afraid there's no restraining Avi. I've pretty much given up on him at this point. So it would be great if you could just give up and hand over the curse stone. What the fuck is this? You guys are absolutely insane. Oh, come on now. I think we can agree that we both have our issues. Good. We're at a stalemate. Now I can try to extract some information out of her. Good job, Circe. Making her believe I've lost it. Very convincing. Actually, maybe a little too convincing. Does she really think I'm that crazy? Whatever. I've got more important things to focus on now. Alright, look. Seems like you're just as dead set on the Tama Tobacco as I am. This standoff won't get us anywhere. Why don't you tell us your motivation? Maybe we'll be able to find a compromise. Compromise? Say, for example, if granting your wish were to stir the spirit of adventure within me, I cannot hand over the Tama Tobacco, but perhaps I'd be willing to let you borrow its power of immortality. I've got no romantic tale for you. I told you, I just want to get that rich person what he's looking for so he can see how important I am to him. That's all there is to it. Oh, important you say? How is that? Because I'm his illegitimate child. Ooh. Uncle Kudano. Oof. But he simply refuses to admit it. Whatever I do, he won't even acknowledge my existence. I mean, just look at me. I must be a disgrace in his eyes. But a woman like me shouldn't be wasting her life away on some backwater island. I was born of noble blood. I wasn't made to rot in this miserable place. Yet he casts me aside and refuses to even acknowledge my existence. It's humiliating. So your father's some rich man. Yeah, there's hardly anyone in Isashima who doesn't know the name Yoshiatsu Yamashina. It's a noble bloodline stretching back centuries. And here I am stuck in this wretched life. Yamashina, eh? I've done everything in my power to earn his recognition. I gave it my all to make it in the big city, and for what? Nothing I tried worked out. In the end, I had to come crawling back to this island trying to make ends meet as an diver. But I still kept telling myself that someday, somehow... I see. So you figured that since Yamashina is seeking immortality, you could leverage the box to get what you want at the same time. Yeah, I used to work at this small company. The young CEO of the place is basically Yamashina's protege. I guess you felt sorry for me, so he let it slip that Yamashina was after immortality. Interesting. And was he the one who told you about the curse stone and the Tama Tobacco as well? Yeah. Since even Yamashina doesn't know about this, he suggested I use it to my advantage and take the credit. He gave me the curse stone and told me to use it wisely. Originally, I had planned on offering something different to Yamashina, but now that I've got a chance for the Tama Tobacco, that's my best option. Oh ho, how intriguing. So you wanted to trade the Tama Tobacco for Yamashina's recognition? That's right. See, I knew we were never going to find a compromise. True, it's a compelling story, but it's missing a certain adventurous allure. That company president you mentioned, how come he knew about the Tama Tobacco and the curse stone? Just who exactly is he? I was wondering the same thing. Huh, of course you were. He's an incredible person after all. Mr. Kipe Ikoma is an amazing man. It's thanks to him I got a chance to make my dream come true. Oh! Did you just say Ikoma? Huh? Hey, well. Kipe Ikoma, you say, from Salaplanin? Huh? You know Mr. Ikoma? Indeed. I just met him the other day. In fact, I even got his business card. Huh? You have Mr. Ikuma's business card? Wait, then is that business card you took out earlier? Then that business card you took out earlier was his? That's right. Want to see it? No, it's fine. You hold on to that. If you say so. Oh. Oh, you should have thrown it away. What? A curse echo? Yaks, did we mess up? Placus Astri, guide his path, and with thy merciful hand protect him. Why? You have Mr. Ikuma's business card. The conditions should have been met. So why? Yaks, I thought it was done for. You were? I'm sorry. All I can do is delay the curse. I can't dispel it. It's going to take effect in about 1 minute. You need to do something before then. Huh, like what? A curse is dispelled by eliminating its caster. What comes next is up to you. What, eliminate? Why do I have to keep doing this? Shove Kikuko into the ocean? Oh, damn it, I refuse to die here. Huh. What's wrong with you? Yeah, get in the water. Ah! She fell into the water. It's now or never. There's no time to waste. She could climb back out any second. It's no good. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm sorry. I can't hold it any longer. Gah! I didn't want to use it. I couldn't do it. Damn it. My dream will forever be left unfulfilled. Avi! Arnav Barnum is dead. Why is that so funny to see? Yeah, it's because I wanted to see you, man. Oh my. It seems you have met with a rather unpleasant fate. This is merely conjecture on my part, but once the conditions for the curse are fulfilled, there's no choice but to accept what must be done. But rest assured, you may start anew from the moment Kikuko uses her curse. Take it back now, yeah. Ah! Ah! I retrieved the curse stone from the ocean. Are you all right, Avi? Well, I barely made it out alive, but I can't say I feel particularly good about it. So it had to come to this. No turning back now, it seems. This is what happens when you deal with curses. They might turn back on you at any moment. You should be prepared for that. Understood. So what about the curse stone? What's it like? Yeah, about that. Huh? A bronze mirror? Oh. That's right. A palm-sized bronze hand mirror. Wait. Don't tell me the still-type mirror was actually a curse stone all along. The curse stone's resentful memory doesn't seem to indicate anything like that. So this curse stone had a resentful memory too, eh? What did you learn? There's so much information. It's hard to make sense of it. Here, take a look for yourself. Don't just toss it like that. It's a curse stone, not a baseball. So you're not gonna look? Of course I am. Let's see. Whoa, so this is the real deal. Oh, a mermaid. There's a mermaid on it. Taira no Tomoshige. Sato, yes. Interesting. Okay, we pretty much knew this. So, this is the curse of Taira no Tomoshige that grew over 800 long years. Taira no Tomoshige, I never heard of him. He wasn't exactly what you call a historically important figure, even within the Haka. Seems that he sought out the mermaid's power of immortality to restore the Haka, but his pursuit ended in failure. That resentment, it must have dwelt within Tomoshige's bronze mirror, eventually turning it into a cursed stone. Most likely. Then, the symbol on the hand mirror and the business card were the true cursed target. Ah. So that's what it was. If only we'd realized it sooner. Well, what's done is done. Don't be too hard on yourself. Kikiko mentioned she got her curse stone from Ikuma, right? Exactly. To think that slippery snake was sneaky enough to put the curse markers on his own business cards. That Ikuma guy's seriously dangerous. That was way too close. The same logo, yeah. Good thing we were cautious, especially since it seems he's after the Tamatabako too. Yeah, seems like working without him turned out to be the right call. Although he may grow suspicious if he can't contact Kikiko anymore. Considering he's after the Tamatabako, there's a chance he might still chase after us. We need to keep our guard up. I think it's safe to assume he already knows about Miss Somakawa and the Tamatabako. I do wonder why he told us to go look for the still-tied mirror too. Well, it's not this mirror and we've got no reason to follow his orders anyway. I'd rather try and find out more about the mermaid as soon as possible. You're right. We didn't learn anything from Kikiko. Looks like we've got no choice but to continue our investigation of the island, shall we? I think it's Yumiko. Could you hold on for a moment? Huh? Someone's here. Yup. Ah. Ah. You. Yep. There they are. Yumiko believes the key to dispelling the curse of the raging waves lies in the curse of the forsaken fish curse stone. She arrives in Kamishima to trace the steps of the two foreigners. I see. So you would be Mrs. Shiki, and you say you're a member of the police department currently looking after Circe? My apologies for all the trouble young Circe caused you the other day. She's quite the mischievous little lady, I'm afraid. Oh, not at all. She certainly has some pluck for one so young. Took us quite by surprise, in fact. You would be Circe's guardian, then? Oh, no. We are related, to be sure, but she's really more my god... I'm sorry, what? You're what now? I see. Since when was I your bodyguard as well? I'm afraid that circumstances may dictate that we have to take Circe back to Tokyo with us, though. Is that so? That would be quite the bother. Personally, I'd rather avoid having to do so as well. There's a case here that needs our urgent attention, you see. So I'd appreciate if you cooperated without any fuss. That would depend on what you ask, I'm afraid. Oh, there it is. Number 15. Sodo is keeping a close eye on Avi and Circe for me. It's thanks to his clear understanding of our respective roles that I can focus fully on the conversation at hand. Sodo, what do you make of these two? I can sense an ominous spiritual energy lingering around them. It's all but certain that they have curse stones. I see. We don't have time to play games then. It seems like a direct approach will be best here. Wait, you mean both of them have curse stones? Yes, both of them. The girl is managing to camouflage the energy from the one she has, but I managed to catch sight of it for a moment. So we're dealing with two curse stones, are we? The energy from the curse of the raging waves is currently permeating the island. It's so strong, I almost missed the energy from their curse stones. I never imagined that both of them would have curse stones. This man, Avi, is apparently a fantasy writer, but he comes across as quite the shifty sort. I don't doubt he'll start having to throw us off his trail the moment he senses danger. I'll have to watch my step around him. Circe is currently meant to be in the care of paranormal affairs, but has been shirking her training to travel around by the country instead. She's very talented for one so young and has a lot of guts too. I can't help but root for people like her. More than anything, I know how they feel. I'd like to leave her be if possible. By the way, Circe, I was told to tell you return to Tokyo at once if I saw you. What? But I don't want to. I thought you would say that. Well, I was only asked to tell you, no more no less. What you choose to do with the message is up to you. Thanks, I think. If you want to know what happened, ask Avi. I will, thank you. What were you doing down at the jetty just now? Oh, so you didn't see anything that happened before that then? Would it be inconvenient for you if we had? Nonsense. My hands are as clean as my conscience. Not a spot inside, I assure you. Never mind that now. We don't have the time. There are several things we want to ask you. Oh, and what would those be? First, I think we should talk about the incident this morning. Miss Sumikawa was discovered washed up on the Futami-Gaura coast as a corpse, with half her body having been turned into a fish. Well, I'll be. To think she would meet such a fate. I'm truly sorry to hear that. This wouldn't be your doing, would it? We have eyewitness reports that you were seen 2 days ago heading out to sea with Miss Sumikawa by boat. Oh, well. We did indeed head out into the bay for a little chat, but turning her into a fish? Not in a million years. What did you discuss with Miss Somikawa then? Why, what else? Mermaids, of course. Mermaids? Indeed. Circe and I are here in Isashima on a grand adventure to find mermaids. And we just happened to find out that Miss Somikawa was a member of a clan with a strong relation to them. Of course, she would catch our interest. I see. So you knew that Miss Somikawa was a descendant of a sole survivor of Taishima. So you know that too? I suppose I should expect nothing less of a member of the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. You wouldn't happen to know anything about the mermaids of Taishima as well, would you? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Did you learn what you wanted to from Miss Somikawa then? Oh yeah, we got quite the haul of lucrative information from her. The knowledge that one of the Taishima mermaids lived hidden in the depths of Issa Bay until a scant few months ago, for one. What? Oh, that caught your interest, didn't it? I see. She must have been able to go back to Ryugu when the seal broke 3 months ago. So you even know about Ryugu. You seem quite well versed in these matters, Mrs. Shiki. Maybe just a bit. So, now that you know there are no longer any mermaids to be found here, have you given up looking for them? Hardly. There should be one more mermaid out there somewhere. We're here today to see if we can't glean some hint as to her whereabouts, in fact. Ah, I see. It's no use trying to play innocent. We know you have curse stones. We know you have the curse stone housing the curse of the forsaken fish. What's that? A curse stone? I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest what you're on about. Avi, they already know. Just give up already. What's this? Stabbed in the back and by my own kin, no less. How could you? Its spiritual entity is too powerful to hide. I can tell that man over there has already noticed it. Thank you for the help. You saved us quite a bit of trouble just now. Does that mean you'll let us go? I'm afraid we won't be able to just yet, no? After all, you have a curse stone as well, don't you? Yeah, I do. We ran into someone who was trying to use it earlier, so I took it off of them. Is that so? Honestly, I'd rather you took it off my hands if possible. You don't seem to be planning to do any harm with it. I suppose we can leave that topic for later. So, why are you letting Avi here walk around with the curse of the forsaken fish? To let him live out his dreams, I suppose? I'm afraid that makes for a poor reason. All right, I admit it was all me. I didn't want to give it up, so I asked Circe if I could hold on to it. I couldn't just let it go. Let it go, let it go. Not after learning it has such a close link to mermaids. I see. So that is the curse stone for the curse of the forsaken fish. How did you come into possession of that curse stone? Well, that would be a bit of a long story. It all started when I found a mermaid mummy left by my great-grandmother in the old family storage back in the States. That mermaid mummy ended up containing a map, the one with a riddle to be solved no less. That riddle led us to a mysterious box on the seabed. And once we'd solved the puzzle sealing the box shut, we found this cursed stone nestled within. Oh, a mermaid mummy, you say? It seems that the keepsake passed down by your ancestor was indeed a cursed stone then. Huh? By the by, I thought I heard you say something about the Onmyoji who sealed away this curse stone just now. Am I correct in thinking that they were the ancestor of this young man here? That's right. He was an onmyoji by the name of Harukage Tsuchimikado. It is said that he had a clue to the lifting of a certain curse within a mermaid mummy, hence our search for the object in question. I see. And that mermaid mummy ended up crossing the Pacific, passing from hand to hand until it reached my great-grandmother. It's quite the miracle that this curse stone is here with us today. Almost romantic, don't you think? I suppose you could say that, yes. There's no doubt that Miss Sumikawa was transfigured into a fish by the curse of the Forsaken Fish. And it's looking extremely likely that you have the curse stone that would make that possible. No more excuses. Tell us what really happened. Ugh. All right, you got me. I'll talk. Though don't blame me if the tale ends up being too incredible for your ears. I see. It would seem Miss Somikawa had quite a twisted obsession with mermaids. And you sought to grant her wish by using the curse of the Forsaken Fish. Is that right? Correct. I know exactly how it feels, you see. The burning desire to see your dreams realized. And the overwhelming despair upon learning that they can never be. The desperate hope to see even the slightest part of your wish fulfilled at the end. Perhaps that's why I couldn't ignore her wish. The wish to meet her end at the hands of a mermaid's curse. Hearing Miss Somikawa's fervent plea and seeing her cast herself into the water like that, I knew this was the ending she wanted for her tale, and so I decided to grant it, an elegy for a woman bound by her lineage and consumed by her obsession. I see. I understand where you're coming from, and I can't say I don't sympathize with your feelings on the matter. The fact that she entered the water of her own accord must also be taken into account. I imagine it would have made rescuing her quite difficult. Oh, then you're willing to give me a pass, are you? I'm afraid that isn't my decision to make. Ugh. Once we've finished our business on Kamishima, I imagine you'll have to come along with us to the office back in Tokyo. I'll do my best to see if some sort of arrangement can be reached, though. Oh, how kind of you. Good thing I thought to ask. Thank you for telling us what happened with Miss Somikawa. As of now, I don't see any reason to doubt your version of events. My thanks. I'll leave the negotiating up to you then. By the way, did you happen to glimpse the resentful memories contained within that curse stone? I did indeed. A veritable deluge of information, and 400-year-old information at that. Was the way to lift the curse of the raging waves included in that information? It certainly was. Ah, that's it. That's what we've been looking for. I see. So you're searching for the way to lift some curse or other, eh? That's the long and short of it. Will you let us have that curse stone of yours, then? It's too dangerous to leave unaddressed as it is, so we can't leave it with you either way. But that just feels so unfair, you know. I was the one who found the map and solved the riddle. Why, the cursed stone would still be at the bottom of the sea if it wasn't for me. Ugh, And it's hardly been cheap. Running back and forth like this. I don't know if I could just give you something so important for nothing in return. Looking to take advantage of the situation, are we? Yikes. Ha! Judge me all you want. I'm at the end of my rope here too, you know. So, what is it you're after then? Money? Well, first of all, I'd like you to turn a blind eye to the fact I used a curse stone. And I'd like you to spill the beans on any knowledge you have on mermaids as well. Turning a blind eye might be a bit much, I'm afraid. All I can promise there is an attempt to reach some sort of deal. In any case, we don't have time to mess around. I really would appreciate if you cooperated without any further fuss. If you don't, we may end up having to get a bit rough. Ho! Intimidation, is it? But if you think your boorish threats scare me, think again. My trusty bodyguard here will... Sorry, but no. I don't feel well, and we're at a disadvantage here anyway. Got over before it even began. A wise decision, young lady. So that's your game, is it? Abusing your authority to seize the property of a defenseless, powerless civilian? State violence! State violence, I say! Ugh. You do have a curse stone, though. I doubt anyone would object to use a force against an opponent carrying a lethal weapon. What? Seriously? This is really the end of line, then? Well, if it's really just information on mermaids you want, I'm not opposed to telling you that much. Only within the bounds of what I know, though. Would that be acceptable? What, you mean it, really? Huzzah! Now that's an offer I can't refuse. Consider this deal done and dusted. Ma'am, it's best if we can get things settled without a fuss. Besides, I don't think it should be a problem now. I'll tell you what you want to know about mermaids, and in exchange you'll hand over your curse stone. Do we have a deal? We do indeed. But do we really, though? So, what is it you want to know about mermaids, then? Though I'd wager you're after the secret of immortality. Immortality? Oh, no, all I want is to meet a real-life mermaid. 'Tis not but dreams and adventure that drives me. Really? That's it? Well, even if you had been after immortality, I doubt it would have been possible. What, you mean the legends about mermaids being able to grant immortality are false? They're not. I've encountered my fair share of people who have become immortal that way, after all. There's even a word for these individuals. They're known as 800-year immortals. 800-year immortals, eh? So they do exist. Incredible. What became of the Tashima mermaid, then? The one known as Nagame? She hasn't returned to Ryugu, has she? She hasn't. Sobai is the only mermaid who returned to Ryugu in the end. Oh, so she's still out there somewhere, roaming the mortal world as we speak. You could say that. But you could also say that she's no longer here. What do you mean? Don't tell me she died. Well, that also wouldn't be entirely accurate. Oh. What is it, Circe? I think I've got it. Figured it out, have you? What, really? What do you mean? Think back on what we heard before. Before? Well, there's no point. There's not much point in dragging it out, so I'll go ahead and tell you. The mermaid known as Nagame... Nagame was sacrificed in a faraway land for a noble cause. She continues to watch over the world as its guardian even now. What? Surely not. Huh? That doesn't sound right. I was just joking. A joke? I didn't think you were the sort to pull something like that. Ma'am? Oh, I'm sorry. I just couldn't help having a little fun. The mermaid known as Nagame became human. Nagame gave up her existence as a mermaid long ago. She no longer lives as a mermaid, but as a human. Yeah. Oh, now that you mention it, that does sound familiar. You mean to tell me that story was true? Oh, you've heard of these events before. I suppose Miss Somikawa must have heard about it from Sobae. But could a mermaid really have become human? Mermaids are originally from another world, right? Normally it would be unthinkable, yes. But it seems a certain talented psychic managed to make the impossible happen. At no small cost to himself, I might add. Wow, that's amazing. I can't say I understand why she would do such a thing, though. Why not remain a mermaid? It seems like a bit of a waste to me. Well, Nagame was a bit different from the other two mermaids, you see. They were serious and dutiful, but Nagame was strongly drawn to the mortal world and to the humans who live in it, like the little mermaid. I suppose you could say that she was the opposite of Miss Somikawa in a way. You don't say. More than anything, it seems she was particularly drawn to the idea of becoming human, finding the person of her dreams and marrying them, of getting to be their bride. That's a pretty cute dream to have. I guess not all mermaids are the same, huh? Indeed. To think that mermaids could harbor the same hopes and dreams as humans do. I must say she sounds quite relatable. And perhaps. I imagine she was viewed as quite the odd soul among her own kind, though. Then, a few decades ago, Nagame happened to meet a certain psychic. The two soon fell in love. And Nagame, who wanted more than anything else to become that man's wife, asked him if there was any way she could become human. The psychic searched far and wide for a way to grant her wish, and after decades of toil, he found a secret art that would allow her to do so. Oh, such unconditional love, such ardent devotion, a mermaid who wished to become human to be with the love of her life. Why, it's like the tale of the little mermaid reborn in the modern era. Truly a story to grid the heart. How could I not root for them with everything I have? Are you sure? That would mean we don't have a mermaid to look for anymore, you know. No matters. If it was for the sake of such inspiring passion, then I not care a whit. I'm a romance novelist. Well, he's a fantasy author, but same thing. So, Nagame became human in the end, yes, and the two of them lived happily ever after. I refuse to accept any other conclusion. Well, that's more or less what happened. So I can say with certainty that Nagame the mermaid no longer exists. I see. So she's still alive out there as a human. What a beautiful tale. Why, I wish I could meet her solely to offer my most heartfelt congratulations. No, I think wedding gifts are in order. Avi seems to be enjoying himself, but this means there's no chance of us meeting a mermaid anymore, right? Now that you mention it, that is a problem. I thought so. Ahem. A question, Mrs. Shiki? I don't suppose there would be a way for us to go to Ryugu and meet a mermaid there, would there? I'm afraid not. It's impossible for a flesh and blood human to cross over to the eternal world. Indeed, you'd have to be dead to have any chance of getting there. Oh, just as I feared. There's little point in getting there without a life to savor it. Although, does that mean there's the chance that Miss Somikawa was able to make it to Ryugu in the end? That I don't know. Not everyone ends up in Ryugu after death, after all. I see. I suppose we'll just have to hope that she was able to meet the mermaid she so admired in the afterlife. That would be all I can tell you there. Are you willing to give us your curse stone now? Well, knowing that we have no chance of meeting a mermaid now has thoroughly dashed all my hopes and dreams. But you did share with us a most charming tale of mermaid love and longing, so I suppose I can't complain. Here, the curse stone. Thank you. Sodo, could you take a look at it for me? Very well. I see. If you don't mind, there are a few details I'd like to confirm with you before continuing, Avi. Very well. Go ahead and ask anything you like. I'll even give you the map we used. It originally belonged to you and yours, after all. Thank you. In that case... I see. I think I know how to lift the curse of the raging waves now. Finally! It certainly has been a long road to get here. Okay, that seems like a good point to save. Good progress, good progress. So I assume that this woman is either Hayase or Sobae. Interesting, interesting. All right, let's rate. I do not see Spork online. Oh my god, this person is playing Pokopia. I want to play that so badly. You have no idea. I actually have a little donation thingy up on my page to get Pokopia. So if you would like to help towards that, it's on my Twitter. But for now, here is the Discord to see when I go live next, which should be Sunday, but maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know yet. And then we have the raid emojis. And yeah, we're gonna raid into Suzuna, who's playing Pokopia. I'm having such a fear of missing out. Oh my goodness. But yeah, thank you so much for being here again today. I had a really lovely stream. And yeah, let's until Sunday for sure. All right, boom. Have a good one, everybody. Stay cozy. Bye-bye.